Hey there. So today is day 2 and I have explored how the folder structure of HTML, CSS and JavaScript is organized, and I have also understood like how these things are connected together, and I have got some doubts and I have also found the solutions. I hope this might help you if you're like getting into this one. I'll leave the link of the tutorial in the description which I used to learn this one. Okay, so let's get into this one. Let's show you what I learned and how I'll give an abstract view of how things are connected together. This might help you to understand better. Okay, so this is going to be a very basic understanding of a program. Okay, so let's see. Where is my screen? I am not able to see my screen. Okay, let's record the screen. Cool. So now it's being recorded. Whatever you're seeing here now is basically a Visual Studio Code. So consider this as your this is a place where you write your program. Okay, for example, if you want to create a document, you use Word, right? You can do a lot of things with the Visual Studio, but we will be using this for developing web projects. Okay, I've also used this for Python and many other stuff, but for now let's consider this as our main tool to do a lot of things inside the web development. Okay, now once you start this one, you need to create a folder. So basically you can create a folder, or you can create a folder inside your wherever you want. Basically create that one and just open that folder. Okay, and here are like I can just open the quiz application like this. Okay, and then click on the open button. That's it. Once you open that one, you need to create 3 files. Since there are 3 tech stacks, you need to create 3 files. One is HTML, JavaScript and CSS. You can name similar to this one: index.html, script.js and style.css. Okay, you can create the files by going to file, new file, or you can directly click this icon. Okay, that's it. That's all you need to know for now. Now inside the HTML, like why we need these technologies, right? Why we need 3 technologies to create one website, right? So imagine our HTML is like a skeleton. For example, eyes are related to the head, and maybe hand is related to the shoulder, right? So similarly, let me open this one. Okay, similarly, you just define the skeleton. Like I have this button, I have this layout, I have this scrolling view. Simple thing. Just a layout of your website. Till it is just, remember, this is just a skeleton. You are not making it look pretty, or you are not adding any kind of functionality. You're just drawing a skeleton. That's it, and it won't do anything else. At least as per my understanding of day 1. It might do a lot of things in the future, which I'll explain if I learn. But for now, this is what I understood. This is only for skeleton. Okay. Now, what I have learned is, let me give a little space here. Okay, so this is called emit abbreviation. Okay, so if you add this one and press enter, you can create a bare bone structure of the HTML. Okay, you don't need to type all this. This is going to be our main program. You can create the bare bone structure of your program like this by creating that emit abbreviation. Okay, that's it. Let me go back now. So whatever you're seeing here, all this, I have created this one. Okay, for my quiz application. Now, before getting into this, we need one extension. Basically, VS Studio has a marketplace where you can download different plugins for the editor. Okay, in that one, we need one we need one important plugin that is called Live Server. You can search Live Server here and then you'll get it. This is the one. Just install it. I have already installed this one. That's it. That's all you need to know. Once it's done, select your HTML page and then somewhere here, just right click, open with Live Server. If you do this, okay, this will open inside a web browser. You can see how it is going to look. Okay, let me expand this one. So once you create a bare bone structure of the HTML, inside the body, we will be adding how our structure is going to look. Okay, you can go through that tutorials and the resources which I used to learn. I'm not gonna give you a line by line explanation of the code. For that, you can just watch those tutorials. This is like a more like abstract, what all the issues I am facing and how I am overcoming all those things. So I'm gonna explain those things in this series. Okay, but for every experience level, I'll try to share the tutorials. Okay, the tutorial which I used, it considers you to have a good programming understanding. So if you have a programming understanding, you can watch that. Otherwise, if you're a student or a junior and don't have any good programming experience, I will share the other videos also in the description. Do check them out. Okay, those are not my videos. I just found them online, some resources, some blogs, some videos. So these are all like scattered everywhere. I'm just collaborating them, giving it to you in the description. Okay, everything is free. Yeah, I think this is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You can pretty much find very good tutorials for free. You don't need to pay a single penny for this. Okay, this is how the program looks. Basically, I have a container. Okay, whenever you define, whenever you add a divider, or this is called div. Okay, whenever you add a div, you define a class, or whenever you add any element. To understand this one, I'll tell you how I understood this concept of bounding or binding elements together from one script to another script. Okay, I'll tell you how it is. Now, coming from a iOS or Android background, what I have observed is, inside every front-end software, you define a bare bone structure or any skeleton. Now, either you give a class or you give a ID to that skeleton. For example, this is hand, right? You just say that hand skeleton, and then inside another script, it could be anything. Here we have CSS, but it could be anything in a different technology, where you will be adding different functionalities, okay, using that ID. Okay, so we have a class. You can identify a element by a class, or you can identify an element by ID. To give a proper understanding, you can identify the elements inside a CSS or JavaScript file by adding two things. One is the class, otherwise ID. Okay, here I have used class container. Here I have used screen active or ID as start screen. This is how I'm differentiating it. Okay, for example, the button ID is start button, similar to this one. Okay, rest everything is just the class, button, progress bar, all those things. I'm just defining that. Okay, look, there is something. Look, there is something. These are related, like that. Till now, my program don't know what exactly they do, how they look. Okay, for now, program is just trying to understand that there is something, there is some skeleton, a shadow figure, which we are going to give a character, a functionality, all those things in the different script. That's where CSS and JavaScript comes in the picture. Now, HTML is done. We have given the skeleton. This is how our skeleton looks like. To connect our HTML with the JavaScript, you need to define the script just above the body. Basically, inside the body, you need to define your JavaScript file inside this one. This is the element. This is how you are going to define. By doing this one, you are going to connect your HTML with the JavaScript file. That's it. We are good now. That's all you need to know about the HTML, where you define the skeleton. Now let's go to the CSS. Now, why do we need the CSS, right? Like I said, you just defined the skeleton of your website. You have not made it look good. If you run only HTML without these CSS elements, the website looks really bad. You need to give a color, right? You need to give a padding. You need to make it look good. You need to give a shadow, all those things, right? You're gonna do all those things inside the CSS file. Okay, we have not come to the functionality part yet. That is for JavaScript, where you add a functionality of like a business logic, which screen to show, which button does what, all the things, right? So you will be doing those kind of functionality or actions or flow inside the JavaScript. Here we will be only customizing the appearance of the elements. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now, this is like a parent element which we add the complete border or padding, like that. Okay, so this is going to be star for that one. That's what my understanding till now. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And then we define the body. Okay, we tell the body that how our body should look like. Okay, my screen will be at the center. Okay, so for that I have given the different parameters. You define the body. You define the best. Don't consider it just like a body. Let's call it element. Okay, now body is our element. We define it and then we give properties to it. For example, its color should look like this, its display should look like this, and the content should be at the center. It should align at the center. The minimum height is like this one. Like that, you define the different properties. You assign different properties to that. If you don't assign these properties, it will take the default values. Okay, I'm not sure the default values of all the elements, and I don't even know like how many elements are there, but you can read about all these elements, all these customization properties which are there for every element in the CSS documentation. I'll share that link with you guys. Okay, now then I have defined the container. Here I have added the screens. Okay, what all the screens, how they are going to look, then how the screens are going to perform, all that. But you need to understand one important thing here, how I am connecting my CSS elements to my HTML elements. Okay, how I am taking the HTML elements, how I am identifying them, how I am customizing them. Okay, that's the main concept of this flow. Here, if you see, can you see we have the quiz header, right? Okay, inside the HTML, let's go and try to find where exactly we have added quiz header. Can you see here? We have added quiz header. Now, you need to understand one thing. In the CSS, if you refer something with a dot, you need to use class name. That is, if you see here, we have the class name as quiz header. But sorry about that. But if you refer something with a hash, you need to use the ID. For example, here ID is question text. That's how I'm going to identify a particular element, customize it according to my need. That's how the connection is going to happen. That's all you need to know about the CSS. Rest everything, I'm just doing the customization. CSS is mainly for the customization, how your website is going to look, how every element is going to look. Okay, that's it. Now comes the main element where we write our business logic, that is the JavaScript file. I'm just defining it as a script.js. Now, first you need to get the elements right. Simple thing is just say document.getElement by ID, and you can just pass the element ID. That's it. We have defined the element ID right there. You can just refer it here. And then based upon that, you can add your business logic. This is all JavaScript code. I'll share the link of these tutorials, and I'll also share the link of the very basic tutorials of JavaScript so that you can understand from the scratch. Initially, once you connect all your HTML IDs, HTML elements to your JavaScript file, then you can give functionality or business logic to your elements in the HTML file. This is how it is going to look. Okay, this is our whole business logic where we are referring different elements like quiz screen, and then removing it, we are just showing the result screen like that. We are updating the message, text content, like all this. This is all JavaScript code. Like I said, I'm not going deep inside the line by line coding. I'll share the links for that one. There are really good tutorials, people who have done really amazing job where I am learning from. I'll share those links with you. You can refer those things. Okay, that's what I have understood like today. On today's day 2, I'm still need to learn a lot of things. I am going to spend a few more days on experiencing or practicing JavaScript, HTML, CSS. I'll be building few more projects, and I'll be sharing all those things with you. If I learn any new concepts in that, I'll definitely make a video out of it. If the concepts are pretty similar to what I have told you right now, and there is nothing new to this tech stack, I might make a video when I start React. Okay, that's it for now. Hopefully you like this video. If you get any doubts, any mistakes, any mistakes in my learning, do let me know in the comments. It will be very helpful for me to correct those things, and it will be very easy for me to learn along with the community. Okay, thank you for being so supportive on the first video. I saw a lot of comments there. I have like it's like building a small community where we can learn together. So thank you so much for that. Bye bye.